Welcome back to another segment, guys. The Arsenal match just finished a few minutes ago, I guess. Another win. I gotta say, before the match first started, I thought maybe 2-2, just because Southampton won the previous match, which was less than a week ago, or 3-4 days ago in the FA Cup, which they bounced Arsenal, obviously. So I thought maybe like a 2-2 result. Then I hear that Tierney isn't available for the match, failed his fitness test, and then Aubameyang is also out due to personal reasons. I still don't know what's going on with that. Not that it really matters, but I know he's still out. Personal reasons, then I'm thinking this might be a little bit tougher than I had originally thought. And then later on, after that, you find out that Southampton is missing their left and right back. And then I'm thinking, okay, well, still 2-2. I think I wouldn't say it would be a good result because you want to win all your matches, but I'm thinking with Aubameyang not being there and the team losing the previous match, as I said, you kind of look to get any points that you can. So when the lineup first came out, I was surprised to see Cedric and Bellerin both starting. Glad both did start. Everything else was kind of what I thought would happen. Martinelli didn't start, but I didn't really think he was going to start this match. He played against Southampton, so it kind of makes sense with the little rotation that Arteta has going on. And he obviously still kind of adjusting to being back. He doesn't want to overwork him too much. In the first minute right away, we get a chance, and Lacazette misses a sitter one-on-one with the goalie, and I thought, oh no, this is not good, because you have to take all the chances that you get. It doesn't matter who you're facing. And then 2 minutes later, Southampton scores a really nice goal, actually, from a corner kick. Man left unmarked, and he just put it to Leno's left side there. And 1-0, and you're thinking, I really wish Lacazette scored that first goal in the first minute. But shortly after that, Pepe thought he was really good today. Gets on the board, 1-1. Great ball from, I believe it was Xhaka. The most impressive thing is he already had a man on his back, and he kind of managed to stay on his feet and slot it by the goalie, which I thought was really good, because Pepe, usually when he doesn't even have a man on him, he has trouble scoring. So the fact that he was able to hold off his man and score was really good, and hopefully going forward, this does wonders for his confidence, because we need to see the best Pepe that we can get, especially with the matches that we have ahead of us with United this Saturday or Sunday this weekend. And then, there's Wolves, Aston Villa, and a bunch of other really good teams. So we're going to need him at his best, especially if Aubameyang is out. The second goal, Lacazette to Saka, outstanding as well. Lacazette's hold-up play, I think, is up there with some of the best players. He is really good at holding up the ball. He's really good at getting all his teammates involved. It was an excellent through ball. Saka did very well because McCarthy came out of his net, and Saka was able to get by him and kind of slot the ball into the open net. And 2-1, and you're excited, but you still know that Southampton going forward still has a lot of great attacking forward. When you have Ward-Prowse there who could pick out a pass, Walcott is still fairly dangerous. You have Ings there, Che Adams, so they have a pretty good players going forward. And it was a very exciting first half. There's a lot of action, 3 goals, and so second half, we get the third goal. Lacazette, excellent ball from Cedric over to Saka, who then crosses over to Lacazette. And I'm holding my breath, praying that Lacazette isn't injured as well, because that's the last thing we need now. And overall, a great performance. Great to see Partey back. One thing I would like to mention that I kind of noticed throughout the game, we did an excellent job of cutting off all the passes going through the middle that Southampton sent. It feels like a lot of our attacks were, cutting off balls in the middle, and, Xhaka and Partey, I actually tweeted this out, Xhaka and Partey kind of starting everything off and getting Emile Smith-Rowe involved, and Pepe and Saka. And the thing I'll say about Pepe is, I was thinking of how do I compare him to other athletes or other sports or something. Pepe is like a basketball player, like a shooter who, sinks his first 3-4 threes, and now you can't leave him open anymore because he's going to make every single one. Like, he's that type of guy. He scores early on. All of a sudden, a lot of the play is going through Pepe. He's feeling good now. Now he's dangling guys. He's taking on defenders. He's getting guys involved and stuff like that. But when you leave it, when a basketball player doesn't have a shot going, specifically a three-point shooter, you can leave him wide open. He's going to miss everything. You don't want to take that chance, but if you did, he would miss a lot of the shots. And that's kind of like what happens with Pepe. If what you see with Pepe early on in the match is probably what you're going to see throughout the entire match. So if he's really good in the early goings, he's probably going to be really good throughout the rest of the match. If he's poor early, he's going to be poor for the rest of the match. And that's just the type of player he is. And that's not singling him out. There's a lot of professional footballers who are exactly like him. They have to get involved early. They have to get a feel for the game going forward. I mentioned it earlier. Cedric, I thought, was outstanding. I don't know if he's the player of the match, but he was. Saka should be the player of the match. But he was excellent going forward and defending. He essentially cut everything off that Southampton was throwing at us. And if this is an alternate position for him for at least the next 3-4 months, then so be it. I still think Arsenal does need to go out and find a left back who can replace Tierney, because Tierney does pick up these nicks and knacks throughout the season where he does get injured, and that's because he plays so hard and he can play both sides of the ball, so to say. Great to see Lacazette still scoring. We're gonna need it if Aubameyang is out for a significant period of time. We might see even Martinelli up there throughout the next matches. The next is a big match against Manchester United, so I fully expect Lacazette to start there, whether Aubameyang is back or not. One thing I would have liked to have seen today is Balogun on the bench. You don't have Aubameyang there. You really don't have a second striker on the bench. I would have liked to have seen him on the bench today, and just to soak up as much experience, even though he's not playing, but just being around first team guys. And I know he's in training, but training and match day is much different. And he could have came on for the last 10-15 minutes, because the match was already 3-1 and you're pretty much putting it away. Just give him as much experience as you can. I would have loved to have seen him on the bench. The Partey injury, I'm not too concerned about. I think it was more of a precaution. The Emile Smith Rowe, maybe a little bit concerning, because I don't know what's going on yet with him. Like, we don't know, maybe just some muscle tightness or whatever. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to speculate. But this is why you bring in someone like Martin Odegaard. So God forbid if Emile Smith Rowe is out for any period of time, you have someone who can step in there and kind of take his place, and you probably wouldn't miss a beat. So yeah.